Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big Jiu-Jitsu Show, member of the Pod Bros Podcast Network. Don't forget to go to podbros.com, find yourself another podcast you like listening to. And don't forget to visit our sponsors, Tape Armor and Trap and Roll Soap and Company, for all your finger and soap needs. And also, don't forget to check us out at bigjujitsu.com for all of our past episodes and buy yourself a shirt and patch, and you might like it. I'm Rob.
I'm Devon.
Man, and it's early in the morning here. It's late at night there. That's the beauty of time zones, right?
Time zones and the internet, right?
Yeah, it's fucking magic. I love it. So we actually got a message from one of our listeners about a subject to talk today. I don't know if you'd be interested in hearing that out. I think we should touch on it a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
He is a police officer, and he wanted to get some, I guess, like, hear our opinions on military and law enforcement doing jiu-jitsu, which, I mean, has become like a big issue recently, especially with, I know some people talking about, like, not being able to control people on the ground, or, you know, in the military, just falling on your back and you're stuck like a turtle in your body armor. Can't do shit. So I don't know do you have any law enforcement friends or experience with law enforcement?
Yeah. In what the area that I live in, majority of people, I'm gonna say, like, at least if you're male, I'm gonna say at least a third of them, when you get off high school, or if you quit college, or if you finish college, or whatever, you're either gonna be an EMT or you're gonna be some type of law enforcement. That's what a lot of people do around here as far as like their careers, because there's so many small cities divided up over here, where it's really like one big city, kind of like how LA is, where it's a bunch of little ones all together. It's kind of pretty much like that where I'm from.
Right.
So there's a lot. I have a lot of police officer friends.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I mean, I have the military perspective of it as well. Not so much law enforcement. I've trained with people who were law enforcement, or they're still law enforcement, but I've trained with people who are law enforcement, and I think it's an important skill, honestly. Like, I think or not military so much, but like the military aspect, get it, got it. You need to be able to protect yourself in a war. But I think law enforcement has I guess, like, a higher chance of using it more often than we would.
And you know what's crazy is that, like, from what I've been told, so I mean, the big thing is that everyone knows that they need more combatives training, hand to hand stuff, and I think we can all say it. But my friends were telling me that they do, even though they're going to use it more, and I've never heard that, but they say they do. They wish they did more tactical training stuff in regards to like real life scenario stuff, and not just the hand to hand thing, but I guess like organized, um, pretty much just organized fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's smart because, you know, regardless, like, for us, it's different because military, it's find the bad guys, either shoot or capture the bad guys. For police, they have to de-escalate situations. Though as much as some people like to think, I promise you, lethal force is not the first go-to. It's
Yeah.
dude, that's the crazy shit about media, man. They're gonna find all the bad shit and then just focus on it as hard as they can, and it just goes in waves. That's all it is. Because just like Coney and Harambe, rest in peace, and
Oh, man.
Harambe, man. I was actually talking to somebody. I said, should my fight nickname be Harambe?
Oh my God. Dude, that would be so albino Harambe.
The albino
I was
Harambe.
trying to some play on words with both of them, El Rambi or something like that, but I couldn't think of one.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get distracted. Harambe, that'd be good. All right, but no, it's like law enforcement's there to protect people and de-escalate situations as well as bring people in. That's their first and foremost thing. And like the tactical training, yeah, I'd say that's important too. It's like they are going to be doing more than most people as it is, because it's not so much like they're going out there and getting ready to like kick in doors every day, but the way some people are, you could have a drunk driver, get jump on you or try to get you, or you can go in like a hostage situation or anything. Like you have no idea. That's the crazy part about it. And I think having all the tools that you can at your disposal is super important, especially for law enforcement, keeping them safe.
I 100% agree because I have a lot on Facebook, especially if you guys are on my Facebook. You guys see a lot of some of my posts look pretty radical, but I'm definitely pro everybody and pro safety and just want like pro America. All right.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't want this to get taken out of context. I wish there was a little bit more of a requirement to become an authority like that because I mean I've been so dramatic to where I've said I wish that all police officers were ex-military. But
Yeah.
and maybe this is gonna sound like it's like not for equal rights, but I kind of wish that there was some like physical requirement. Like I don't want, to be honest, like me, I wouldn't want me being a police officer. You know, 5'9", 5'10", 165 pounds. Like, don't get me wrong, I can handle myself, but if there is a guy who's 210, who knows all the same techniques and is just as smart and all this stuff, I'd want the bigger dude doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm weird when I think of it sometimes where I'm like, if these guys are going to be on the front line sometimes, I kind of wish that there was a little bit more of a requirement. And that's not me. And if you guys are one of those beast police officers who's like same size as me, then, you know, more power to you guys. I'm not saying that you guys should have jobs because you guys are definitely protecting a lot of people. It's just, I have this weird thought about like performance-based stuff, you know?
No, I agree with you because I'm the exact opposite. Like, if you got a small police officer, like, I'm cool with it. The ones I am like kind of not really hesitant about or just kind of like what the fuck are the ones that look like they have a resting heart rate of 130 something beats per second.
Fuck, yeah.
I'm like, dude, I get it. You put on extra 20, that's okay. Still do your job. You put on an extra 100, fuck out of here, man. And you're supposed to be able to run after people, tackle them, and protect me. I'm like, dude, just give me the gun. Give me the gun. I'll go take care of it. Thank you.
What do you think about those kids that not because I mean in Oakland and LA County and all this stuff, you're not it's not going to be like this, but like so where I live
Yeah.
in the Central Valley, some of the dude you can be like a year out of high school and you can go through academy and you can become a police officer at like 19.
I think
So and I'm not saying that like they don't. What do you think about that? I'm just curious.
I didn't like I know certain states have different ones cuz like North Carolina you have to be 21 or I think most places in North Carolina you have to be 21 to be a police officer. And to me like you got a few years out of high school and like I think that's good. If it works out there, it works out there. I mean, you can't
Yeah,
change like we have 17-year-olds join the military. So I don't
true.
see much of a difference cuz I mean, granted, first-hand experience, it's kind of strange because, like for us, you either get one end of the spectrum or not. It's like, oh, thank you for your service, or fuck you, baby killer. That's pretty much like the one extreme to the other. And so for police officers, like if they're mature enough to handle it or they want to do it, that's fine. I say go for it. And it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to have shitty people. I think that's where I was going with the military thing. You're going to have shitty people
Yeah,
no matter what. Just because you join a profession doesn't automatically make you a saint. It's kind of like how we talked about just because you're a black belt doesn't make you the moral compass in the world. It just means that
yeah.
you've done the training, you've put in the work, and now you're a black belt. Case in point, that dude who got busted for the dog fighting ring is a black belt. I'm trying to remember who he was under. Yeah, got busted for a dog fighting ring, and
Piece of shit.
yeah, fuck that dude. I'll look his name up so I can call him a piece of shit by name.
I
But
know his initials are POS.
yeah, no shit. But pretty much like of course people are gonna focus on the bad stuff, but like for police, there's a ton of good police officers. There's a ton of bad police officers. Or not a ton. Hopefully, there's not a ton. There's a ton of good soldiers and there's a ton of good black belts. However, there's always an exception to the rule because I've had piece of shit soldiers. I'm sure there are piece of shit cops out there, as well as piece of shit black belts that are just fucking using their position for whatever they want. And for police, I think that regardless of the age, if a person can do it and they can pass all the requirements and they are physically fit and have a good knowledge of the law and things like that, I say go for it, man. Uh, However, I'd like to see a little more training, or maybe even a state sponsored. I know I'm super fucking biased because this is a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu podcast, but look, if your city's got a little extra money, why are you not dumping some money into a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu school to teach them how to control people on the ground? Hell, if there's no Brazilian Jiu Jitsu school, wrestling or something that's going to make sense to a police officer, not 95 palm kung fu, that instant death kills with, putting fingers in eyeballs and shit like that. I mean, like, practical, it's been proven to work, self defense. So that's like, why are they not doing that? I know it's,
My buddy Joel. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry
I was
about
going to
that.
say, I doubt it's a funding issue because if I put 20 officers in a local jiu jitsu school, that's what, an extra $2,000 a month out of the budget? I'm sure they give you a discount too on top of that.
Oh yeah. My buddy Joel, he is a parole officer, and he's been doing it for like 15 years. He wrestled at Bakersfield in college. He was a beast.
Jeez.
Went back with Bakersfield. They're still good, but when they were really, really good. And anyways, he's been doing this for like 10 years, and they have to go in once every 60 days or 90 days to go do their combatives training, and it's like for like a week, and they just do. He's a blue belt, and he's trained for a long time. He's like a black belt in wrestling, So he's just a beast on the mat. And when he goes in and he trains with these guys, some of the guys will get mad at him. Like he was telling us about the one, like the last time he went, the dude was like, "Dude, what the fuck? Joey, chill out, chill out, chill out," because they tell him to go just like 100%, and he was beating the shit out of everybody, and they were telling him like, "Dude, calm down." But it's like, what? This is like best case scenario. This is like what you would hope to like train for, so that you can actually get some like experience with it.
Yeah. Well, you can't say go 100% and then complain when somebody does go 100%. Was it the instructors he was beating up, or like what?
No, it was just another guy. It was just
Oh,
some other guys they were training with, and the dude was just like, "Hey, calm down, dude, calm down." But it's like, come on, that's what you're there for. You
man.
aren't there to just like kind of like play patty cake and shit, you
Yeah,
know?
if I was going out, if my job was going out working with the general public and stopping bad people every day, I'd be training my ass off every chance I get. And I still say once every 60 to 90 days is not enough because that's pretty much the same problem we're running into with the majority of the units doing combatives training is that they're not getting it every like often. They're not getting it often. Aside from the guys that I teach at night, or if they go off base or something, I don't know. Well, if you go off base, you're missing out on a good program on base. But if they're going off base and training, or they're just training with me, they're not going to get combatives training more than maybe once every 3 months, 4 months if they're lucky. And that's a disservice because regardless of what you think, even if you're just a desk jockey, and we've had plenty of like I have a female friend who is a quote unquote desk jockey with more trigger time than like some other dudes I know, which is hilarious. It really hurts their
Yeah.
feelings, but I think it's great. And like it doesn't matter. It really fucking doesn't matter. You need it. And also like the thing I was talking about with certain police officers who may not really care about their physical standards, it's just more exercise. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you can't how could you not want to be better at your job? You know what I mean? Especially that.
Yeah. And you come home and you're not all fucked up. I mean, I remember my dad was a police officer, and I remember him come, and it had nothing to do with like fighting or anything because like he knew how to handle himself. He had training and stuff. But the one thing that hurt him was he got to a call and got out of his car really fast and turned his back way too awkward, and it tore some muscles in his lower back. So he
Oh,
was like on bed rest for a month.
oh shit.
Yeah, he was pretty fucked up. But yeah, like now imagine that is something like you could have prevented. Like somebody is on top of
That shit
you.
is
Yeah, somebody's on top
crazy.
of you, and then you can't defend yourself because you don't know how. Now you're on bed
Yeah.
rest for a month because you're fucked up. Like I don't want to see that. That shit. Like that was just my dad getting out of a car, and it upset me. Like now imagine your family's like fuck. He couldn't protect him. Like it's even worse.
I have a friend who he's a like at the gym he's a beast. He's like 6'4", like 275, just shredded. He's been he's worked in the prison, I think in Tracy for like I don't know how long, double digit years, a long time. He's been hurt for 6 months, and it was the first real like big altercation him and his group of people have gotten into with
Yeah.
some of the inmates, and he tore his ACL like not just his ACL, but he really messed up his knee.
Oh man.
And and it's not a knock on him. This is just an example I'm using because that honestly, whether you know something or not, that could happen to anybody, especially
Yeah.
in like a real life situation. But I always think of times like that where it's like the chances or probability of it happening can be prevented because even simple things like falling or knowing how to like knowing where your body's at in the in chaos of a scramble or when people are on top of you, things like that. Those are stuff that other people take for granted because like when you have adrenaline and stuff like that and you don't know what's going on, like you might like this guy blow your knee out and not know it, be out for 6 months, or break your arm falling down because you don't know how to fall, or you're
Yeah.
posting before your body hits, just anything, you know?
It's all body awareness, and it's an important thing as well because like you know where his arms are, you know where your arms are, you know which ways he can go. It just the controlling a untrained person is like almost comical at this point now. You're like, go as hard as
Oh
you want.
yeah.
Like, oh, you're the tough guy in the new class. Come on, let's roll. Let's roll. Let's see what happens. So how about this? How about we get the guy's name is Randy Wark, and he's a police officer in North Carolina, which I think yeah, we met through Jiujitsu, and he shot us this message. How about we get him on the show? I want to hear a like an actual police officer's opinion. I just play police officer in video games, so I think we got to have like a real
No,
life.
that'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'll message him probably later today because it's 2 a.m. right now there, but that'll be good. So how are things going for you, man? Let's jump back on the big jiu-jitsu train. So how's training going? Anything else new going on with you?
Training's going good. It's weird. It's like I've been saying this. I've been training has been stagnant because of like life and everything right now.
Yeah.
It's all been good stuff, but just the chaos is just it's sucking me in a little bit. But I'm still getting in there. But it's weird because every time I go in, I don't feel like I'm getting out of shape. I don't necessarily feel like I'm making progress, getting in better shape. But I don't feel like I'm going backwards. My body feels really good, and it's almost like one of those things. I think I said it again. It's making me it's moving me up another level in regards to how I feel about jujitsu because I'm missing it again. I'm like having that like where I can go grind it out and train every day if I want. That's not hard, but it's that feeling of like wanting it again. Like
Yeah.
okay, yeah, like I want to be back in there kind of thing. Like it makes me feel like I felt a couple of years ago.
Oh, I hear you, man. Like it's oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. Look the dude up. His name is Dan Swift. So fuck you, Dan Swift. Too scared to fight
Oh, there
yourself, so
you
you're gonna let
go.
your fucking dogs fight, bitch ass, bitch
Fucking Dan
ass.
Swift. I'm gonna troll your ass on Twitter, Dan Swift.
Fuck you, Dan Swift. Fuck you. All the
For
Dan
real.
Swift haters, come on out. We're all gonna get together. And if you like Dan Swift, please delete our podcast from your subscription. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. We need all the listens we can get these days. But so Masters Worlds is going on. Saw some good stuff out there, man. It just cements even more that we have to do this trip next year. Masters
Oh
Worlds.
yeah,
Let's
dude.
do like a full week there, and then because it's like depressing just to go for a tournament. And you're like, well, I could go out and get crazy, but I got to compete tomorrow. So we need like a good solid week there. So that's what I think.
Dude, that's what I'm thinking, man. Especially when you have other people there with you, it's like you can all feed off each other's energy, so it's like you won't die out after 3 days.
Absolutely, yeah, that's the best part. Like, I talk about I was in Vegas for 3 weeks for work, and after like the first weekend, it was fucking awful. 'Cause I'm just like walking down the street, like Vegas at night, week two sober is awful. Like, cause you're just tired of it. You're like, God damn it, I should go out drinking. I should have a drink, or I just gamble at the casino and get free drinks. But it's super depressing, man. So if you're not out there with friends or anything, it just makes it even worse. So, well, yeah, but I can only imagine, going out there with friends for. Well, I've done that a few times, like friends for a week, and because we used to have taekwondo, or they still do. I used to go to taekwondo nationals out there every year. So like a week straight, it was just having a good time. Like there was a tournament, but it's Masters Worlds. I probably should train a little bit for that. But
A week would be
a
insane.
week would
I'm
be,
down for it, but a
yeah.
week would be insane.
Have to get a suit. Have to look real
Fuck
good.
yeah.
Gotta look good as fuck out there or something.
Dude, I go to H&M and I buy the cheap ones because I know I'm gonna fuck that thing up after the weekend.
That's
That's
it.
what I did last time I went away.
That's really fucking smart actually, because you're gonna go dancing in the club and then you're gonna get bumped into and you're gonna have like I don't know some fucking Cosmopolitan or something with just a shitload of grenadine in it all over your suit.
Oh,
You're like, God damn it! This is cranberry juice. What the fuck? It's
oh no.
the straight white suit. So we need to do dark colors.
I know, dude. Black, no white shirts under there. Just
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
I always got it planned out. I always wake up the next morning and I can see like the little rings on my shoes from all the drinks spilt on them. Like all the like they look like it's like just like clear tie dye like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Oh my
sunburst things.
god. Oh, I do miss it, but I don't at the same time. We'll definitely do that, man. That's the plan. Oh shit. But yeah, man. So training out here is going really good. We did a circuit workout last night. Cardio is feeling really good, so I'm going to uppercut this dude to
How
death.
many more weeks do you have to your fight?
5 more weeks.
5. Oh, there you go then. So you're peaking pretty soon.
Yeah, I'll be feeling good. I'm not gonna give away because my enemy might be listening. He's not my enemy. He's just my opponent. However, I'm not giving you shit. You don't even know what I'm doing. I'm doing like a solid 2 minutes of cardio every day, or
If
maybe
you
I'm
guys can't
not.
see right now, Rob's doing fucking push-ups right now,
That's right.
one-handed,
Yeah,
switching back and forth between left and
that's
right
that's
right
how good
now.
my cardio is, man. I'm not even breathing hard. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Dude, my uncle gave me like a bike. 'Cause my car's in the shop, right?
Oh
And
damn.
coincidentally, my uncle, he goes, "Hey, I got a bike for you if you want. It's really nice." I look it up online. It's like it's like $1,000 bike still, but when he bought it, it's like 3,000 bucks. I'm like,
Fuck.
holy shit, this is great. So I'm like, I can't work out because I got the stitches in there because I can't like do jujitsu right now. I have to wait a few more days.
Yeah, yeah.
So I go ride this bike around, and I'm expecting to get like a little bit of a workout. I don't know what it is. Like maybe I just all the years of riding bike as a kid, but I fucking rode like 10 miles and it didn't do
Nah,
shit for me.
that's
My
awesome.
legs were a little bit tired, but I was like, what's going on?
Biking is surprisingly like it's a good workout, but if you are used to it, it's that's why I get those guys in bicycle shorts and their Lance Armstrong lookalike kits riding like fucking 50 miles a day. Otherwise, they don't get anything out of it. Oh my god.
That's very true. That's hell true. I think the hard workouts in jiu-jitsu are hard rounds, like where you're fucking like dying, or if you wrestled, like any workout compared to that is not that bad. I think you kind of like expect something new to be a lot worse than it really is, and you're like, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Yeah. It's I don't know, it just sucks sometimes like because last night too, I didn't think my training buddy Maurice was going to come in and work me out doing the circuit workouts. I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just roll super fucking hard in jiu-jitsu tonight. And then he showed up at the end of class. I was like, great. That's awesome.
Oh. It's always the fucking worst, dude, when you get hit without something unexpected like that.
Yeah, I was like, I'll go home. I'm just going to sit in the shower, not even stand. Just sit in the showers. I'm so tired, but knock that out. And I don't know, man. It's getting weird. It's getting fun. It's getting exciting, but it's kind of like strange that in 5 weeks. I know it's not like a big deal, like IFSA world title, right? Like in the grand scheme of things, nobody gives a shit. Like outside of friends and family and maybe fans, but it's still like a little nerve wracking.
Yeah, dude. Like, well, me and my friend talked about this the other day. Like, a fight is a fight is a fight, dude. You're going to fight somebody. Like,
Yeah,
if any other situation, the normal person would be like, "Fuck, this usually happens in like a parking lot outside of Taco Bell at
Oh, dude,
3
I'd
a.m." Like,
I'd I'd
nah, this
way,
shit's happening a lot organized. People are watching. It's crazy.
dude, I'd rather fight in a Taco Bell parking lot because I know the guy across from me is probably like, I watched like Best of the Best twice. I'm like, all right, good. Take him down, choke him out. Easiest shit ever, right?
For real.
Fuck, man. But now it's like this guy knows jujitsu and striking, so it's not like I'm fighting some asshole in a club. I'm fighting another guy who's getting ready for a fight as well. But so I have a video I need to post up. I said I was gonna do it Sunday. I'm a liar, and I'm sorry. Man's got to sleep every once in a while, right? Oh, I just accidentally started playing it, and I'm gonna tell you who won it. Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple days. I'm gonna post the video later today. Greg Jago, who wrote the review on iTunes. So the chances of somebody winning were actually pretty good, right? We have 25 5-star reviews, right? Problem is, 5 of them didn't put their names on it.
Oh.
Okay, and then one of them was disqualified for being like a close family friend for writing a review. So that's gonna be sketchy. I'm sorry. It's gonna be sketchy as fuck if they won that. Like, and here it is, family friend wins the gi. Congratulations. So, Greg Jago, that's his name on his iTunes account. He won the gi. So now we got to wait for him to contact us. And I'm sorry your friend didn't win. He said he's visualizing the win. I don't even know if he's your friend. Like, I think he just...
Shout out to Walter. Walter Louis? Was it Walter
Yeah,
Louis?
sorry, Walter, man.
Sorry, man. We couldn't do it.
You
We couldn't
visualized
do
it. I'll give you... Like, you did good, though. However, I'm sorry you didn't win. But, Greg...
Chicago, though, that's a pretty fucking awesome name.
Yeah, either it's his username or it's his real name. If it's his real name, that's fucking gangster. Like, straight up gangster. But... So, I'm going to post the video of... I used a wheel. Because that's way cooler than like one of these random number generators. And then, because we talk about somebody's gonna bitch about it, like, oh well, blah blah blah. I'm like, it's a free gi. I took out the people that like I would feel strange about having, winning the gi, like from my family members, and then the 5 other people who like didn't even leave their names. So I think those were people who had done 5-star reviews before we had. Before we started doing this, but
Oh, yeah.
so now we gotta get 100. So now we gotta get 100, right? And we gotta come up with something for 100. Not 2 Shoyoroll gis because I'd like to eat some point, but I think we could do something a little crazier, maybe a little crazy.
I think 100, yeah, I think 100, we can get there a little bit faster, too.
Yeah.
I got some ideas up my sleeve that I won't tell you guys, but I think we can get there a little bit quicker.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be real fucking good. Man. So I have to give a shout out to the Jiu-Jitsu After Dark guys as well. The closest we've ever had to podcast beef, not counting another podcast who I won't even mention, but was I felt bad because we did that. The episode we did on the BJJ dating website where we talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
So I went on Reddit after that and saw that John from Jiu-Jitsu After Dark had posted a thread about it. And I was like, oh, no fucking way. Then they talked about it on their podcast, and the closest that we came was Chris said, nah, they're good guys over there. Like the beef, our podcast beef was that one of the hosts of Jiu-Jitsu After Dark complimented us. So I feel like we're doing pretty good these days. Oh, those guys are awesome.
I saw on the Facebook thread, they're hella cool. That guy was hella funny when he was on the show. When I just like started like getting on with you and
John? Oh yeah, he's
I saw in the I saw in the comment there too. He was like, we had just done this in our episode too, and I started hella laughing. I think I liked the comment too.
Yeah, it's crazy because man, they're like try not to plug other podcasts either. And we've had John and. We had John on the show, and then we had Chris for a grand total of like 20 seconds. But they're another Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu podcast that isn't about like kissing the ass of your guest or trying to be Like they just want to talk to people and they just want to talk about jiu-jitsu, and same thing, they go off on tangents. I fucking love that podcast, and I love John and Chris. But anyway, it's real awkward.
Yeah, I fucking love those guys
I
so
fucking love.
fucking
I
much.
think of them every night. Chelsea's in bed with me. She says goodnight, Rob, and I say goodnight, John and Chris. And she's
I'm
like,
actually
"What?"
stalking their Instagrams right now.
Oh, that's really good.
I'm looking at all their pictures from like 5 weeks ago.
Don't tap any of the like buttons. Have you? Have
It's
you?
like
Yeah. Have you had
them
that?
just saying some crazy shit.
Have you had that happen yet? Like some girl or some guy maybe is like just stalking your Instagram hardcore, and you get like a like from like a month and a half ago.
Oh fuck yeah. So some dude, like okay, if some girl double taps a picture of mine from like more than 2 weeks back and it's after 10 p.m., my standards, I have none. The bar just goes away. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna DM you.
You slide it in the DMs, huh? You're like,
Yeah, seriously.
hey girl, I see you like that picture of me
Dude,
dancing.
I my profile picture. Yeah, dude. I do that too though. It sounds kind of weird. It's funny that that's like a cultural thing right there. You want someone's interest, like you want them to know. The unwritten rule is you go double tap a picture from weeks back and they'll know. That's crazy.
We had that one girl on our Facebook page, like every fucking picture we did after she liked our page. It was like I pulled up Facebook. It's like you have 50 new notifications on Big Jiu-Jitsu. I'm like, whoa, who the fuck did I piss off? So I go over and it's like likes your photo, likes your photo, likes your photo. I was like, God damn, dude. I actually think I posted a picture of the notifications on the Big Jiu-Jitsu page. I'm like, we get it. You like us. Thank you. No, we will not marry you.
Shout out to everyone that like actually follows and listens to us. Isn't that crazy though? How like there's actually people that like enjoy your stuff and they will legitimately go support like that. Like they'll go out of their way, say 10 minutes, and like I'm gonna like everything. I'm gonna repost
Yeah.
this and
Fuck yeah. Dude, it warms my heart. Like, trust me, I'm not like, oh, ho hum, fucking Big Jiu-Jitsu page. Just fucking ignore it. It's like, when I see like a share, I'm like, oh, thank you. Or, people like it or even write comments. Like, I wish people were a little more vocal. I wish they would fucking write some more comments. Like, even if you're just like, well, maybe not. If you tell me we suck, but that kind of hurts my feelings. Not it, like helps my ego, but if you just start talking on the thread, then we're good. Let's do that. Be more vocal. Talk to us. We're all approachable people. Promise. We're not elitists. Not on this
for
podcast.
real. For real. That's crazy, right? Sometimes when people comment on like the threads and stuff, they'll comment like almost like you're not there. It's like a bigger entity and they can't like acknowledge it, so they have to like have conversations with other people. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
never like, hey, what are you guys doing? Or hey, are you guys gonna talk about this next week? It's like it's not their fault. I think it's just like other assholes that do stuff on the internet make people think that you can't talk to them. When
Dude.
like us, we just want people to talk to us.
Yeah. We're not doing the podcast to listen to each other talk. I could just call Devon up and be like, hey, man, let's talk about jiu-jitsu. No, we're doing it
Yeah.
to help reach out to you guys, give you something to listen to, something to be entertaining, and we want to hear from you. Like, we love hearing from you. And if you guys could somehow overwhelm the amount of emails I get on the Big Jiu-Jitsu contact email that, like, overwhelm the guys trying to sell me gis, because we don't sell gis, we are a podcast. Like, I would be eternally grateful. That would make my life. It's be like every day, like, oh, a new email. Like, hello, sir. We make standard good Shoyoroll gis in Pakistan. Like, no, the fuck you don't. You make Shoyoroll
I
fakes.
know.
Fuck you. So before we head out, Devin, any parting words for our loyal listeners?
You guys already know to reach me every single platform. I am Symphony. I want to give a shout out to my new subscribers on YouTube because a lot of you guys followed me on Facebook and Twitter, and you guys are awesome. You guys leave me a bunch of comments and stuff, and you guys are new friends, so I gotta give you guys a shout out. And if you guys aren't listening to this yet, you guys will be listening to it later. That doesn't make any sense because this is not live. Yeah, shout out to you guys.
We are crossing platforms and everything, and then don't forget, guys, before you even turn off this podcast, let's even start it up right now. We don't even know what the fuck we're gonna do with 100 5-star reviews, but we're gonna do something. It might be crazy. I'm not gonna buy you a cruise ship trip or anything like that, but we'll figure it out. So go to iTunes, find us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review. It will help us out. I mean, that's how we get exposed. That's how more people find out about us. And then don't forget to go to bigjujitsu.com, buy some t-shirts or some patches, and check out our sponsors at Tape Armor and Trap and Roll Soap Company. Also, member of the Pod Bros Podcast Network. Find another podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Devin.
We'll catch you guys next time.